Welcome to this video on the knowledge economy pillars. So when we talk about the global knowledge economy, it is basically consisting of three elements: network, globalization and the knowledge economy. So when we talk about networks, we talk about the connection, be it amongst individuals or amongst firms. Say for example, if we want to professionally connect with each other, we use LinkedIn, right? So the networks are the way, these connections are the way through which a lot of knowledge sharing happens. So that is one of the elements, the first element of a global knowledge economy. The second element of the global knowledge economy is globalization. When we talk about globalization, we basically mean the integration, the interaction amongst people, small firms or even bigger organization. So globalization is the second aspect of a global knowledge economy. And the third element of a global knowledge economy is the actual knowledge economy. So, when we define a knowledge economy, we speak about the economy whose growth is dependent on the quality, quantity and accessibility of information. So, a knowledge economy is characterized by highly knowledge intensive activities. So, these are the three elements of a global knowledge economy. Next, we will see the 6 pillars of knowledge economics. So, you all can see in this diagram, you have what we call as knowledge outputs. So, these are the final products, the final intangible products of a knowledge economy. So, what these 6 pillars enable us to understand is whether the knowledge outputs of the organization, are they good or they are not up to the mark, whether they are commercially profitable or they are not commercially profitable. So, to assess that, we focus on these 6 pillars which you can see as innovation capability, leadership, human capital, IT resources, financial resources and the innovation climate. For example, say the leadership of an organization is weak. So, the kind of knowledge outputs that the organization is going to produce may not be up to the mark. So, first is innovation capability. So, what basically is innovation capability? So, it is the ability of a firm to produce novel and commercially viable ideas, right? So, when we talk about novel, we talk about something new that is being created which somebody else has not created. And when we talk about commercially viable, the innovation that has to be that is created, that has to bring in some profits to the organization. So, there are in innovation it has to be something that is new and which has to bring profits to the organization. So, that is the first pillar of the knowledge economics. The second pillar is the leadership. So, leadership has control over the activities of the organization. They formulate strategies, they formulate policies. So, all these strategies and policies and the leadership support is very important for the creation of knowledge within an organization. So, it is only when you have a strong leadership, that is when the organization is going to be able to create informational goods and services. The third aspect is the human capital. How skilled is your workforce, right? When we talk about the human capital, we talk about the knowledge, the skills, the abilities of the workforce. And a workforce which is highly skilled, which is highly creative, they can generate a larger number of knowledge outputs, knowledge products and services. The fourth and fifth aspect is the IT resources and the financial resources. So, the IT resources, the hardware, the software, the telecommunications that you have and the financial resources, these all support the creation of knowledge, the management of knowledge within the organization, which leads to knowledge products and services. And finally, we have the innovation climate. So, how supportive, when we talk about the innovation climate, we basically mean how supportive is the organizational climate to innovation. So, there might be an organization which comes up with a lot of ideas, but if the climate of that organization does not support those ideas, does not encourage those ideas, so those ideas will never be created to the final products or services, right? So, having a good innovation climate, having a very supportive innovation climate is very critical to the creation of knowledge outputs. So, you all can see as we discussed in the figure, the final output is what we call as knowledge products and services, and there are 6 critical pillars which are very important for the creation of these knowledge products and services. So, they are innovation capability, leadership, human capital, IT resources and financial resources, and finally you have the innovation climate. So, we have come to the end of this PPT. Thank you for watching.